Good morning, everyone, and it looks like it's going to be a beautiful day out. It's just about 8 o'clock in the morning and Patrick's still asleep. I guess that quarter berth is a lot darker than the V berth. I had the sunshine coming in through the hatch early this morning, so I thought I'd get up and float around in the dinghy for a bit. And this is what I love about cruising, waking up in locations like this and it's just silence. You know, there's the birds. I just saw a seal go by, so I heard him breathing in the water. It's pretty cool. And all this beautiful scenery around me. So this is really what it's about. Going to places like this and waking up with no noise. There's a lot of cabins in the area on this island and in this bay, so I also woke up to the nice faint scent of wood fire. So someone's got a wood stove going, and that was kind of nice too, actually. But nice spot. I'm glad I came here. I had never been here to Gambier, even though I've passed it several times, but I've never actually taken the time to come in and anchor in one of the bays. And I'm glad I did. Apparently there's good crabbing around here, but I don't have a crab trap with me. And when I got back, Patrick was up, and it looks like he's going to try his luck at fishing. How'd you sleep?
Like a baby.
Pretty nice at anchor, isn't it?
It was super calm, couldn't hear a thing, didn't even feel the boat shaking at all.
Yeah, it was a pretty calm night. And what are you using for bait?
Just a fly. Because I left the row at home.
Oh yeah, that's right, you told me about that. Well, now that the weather looks a little nicer for the next couple days, it was time to take off all the side windows. I never did have the back ones in for the trip so far, but with those side windows out, it sure is nice. Any luck yet?
Nope, not even a nibble.
So we're just looking up the side of the mountain here next to us, and at first we thought maybe that was a bit of cloud in there, but I think it's smoke. We're pretty sure that's smoke, but I don't see a house up there. So we're hoping that there's a little cabin or something in behind. So much for the tranquil harbor that we were in. There's about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, probably about 10 jet skis that showed up, terrorizing the neighborhood. Well, that was short-lived at least, and one or two of them decided to circle around the boat, but I'm glad they didn't feel the need to continue doing that. But yeah, it looked fun, but I'm glad it didn't last too long. So all that smoke we saw earlier is right where that helicopter is hovering. And we're wondering if they're assessing if it's a fire they need to look at, I guess. So we're not sure if there's someone in there with a fire. Doesn't seem like a spot that someone would be. Quite a bit of smoke coming out of there still. Wow, he's in close now. So we have a little squall that's passing over. You can see it's sunny and raining at the same time. Well, now that the rain squall has passed, I thought I'd look back up at the mountain, and it's still smoking. Well, it turns out that Port Graves has been quite an exciting anchorage, even though we're the only boat here. It's definitely no shortage of interesting things that are happening. And I think we're just going to hang out here for a while, and we'll see how the day plays out. It's about 1:30 in the afternoon, and it looks like we have some company coming into the bay here. Now that was the first boat that just went by. Now the second boat, it might be the surprise I have for you guys. I'm not sure if anyone recognizes this boat yet, but it is Felice Bear, and I did a boat tour on it. How's it going, Bill? Good, how are you? So everyone, this is Bill, and I did a video a while ago, three videos. Bill got in touch with me after I did a video about the rowing club, and was nice enough to offer a tour of the Burrard Yacht Club. And just like that, here I am over at the Burrard Yacht Club, and I'm here with Bill. Bill's going to show us around, and we're really lucky. It's a beautiful day out. And then Bill was nice enough to give us a tour of his C&C 41 Felice Bear. At first glance, I had to remind myself that this boat was 30 years old. Seeing the high quality of workmanship and attention to detail, it was clear that Bill spared no expense during this restoration. I can easily say that my first impression of Bill's boat is that it's one of the nicest C&Cs I've ever had the pleasure of being on. I told everyone on the videos yesterday that I had a surprise for today.
Oh yeah, right on.
And that was that you were coming by, so.
Cool.
Yeah, anyways, so Bill's here. We planned to do a meetup here, and it worked out really well. Patrick wanted to come to Gambier too, so that worked out really well.
Yeah, it's nice here.
It's a great spot.
This is a great spot.
And there's been tons of activity today. We noticed the fire up there this morning, so we're like watching it, and then this helicopter comes by, and then the helicopter, an hour later, it comes back with the bucket, and you saw that.
Yeah.
And earlier this morning, there's, I don't know, 8 or 10 jet skis, and they're actually doing circles around my boat. Which
we saw them. Saw them when we were coming out.
Oh, okay, yeah. There's a whole gang of them. Yeah. Oh, they're terrorizing everywhere.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
I thought it was pretty fun to watch them, but when they start circling my boat, it's kind of annoying.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
They were only here for a minute and left, so yeah, and then there's been wind and no wind, and it's been.
You always get a big wind in the afternoon here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Always. It's like you come here 10 times, 9.5, you're gonna get that afternoon wind.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, it seems to do like the inflow, and
Yeah.
then there's the outflow.
Yeah.
That's probably all from Howe Sound, right?
Yeah.
Like, cause
All coming up from Squamish, I guess.
yeah, because I noticed the inflow was this afternoon,
But
and I
it
think it's
seems-
going to switch to an outflow tonight. It said.
Seems like every evening it's just like this.
Yeah, it was dead calm last night.
Yeah.
Like,
It's nice. How many
but
boats were in here last night?
you're looking at it.
But that's what you get when you brave the torrential rains, right?
Did I mention the
You
weather
know?
yesterday?
Yeah.
So we thought, well, let's just pick a side. And then I looked at the weather and I said, well, it's supposed to be southeast, so maybe this side's better. And but it was fine. The whole bay was pretty fine for that, anyways.
Well,
But
and it's all, like, around here it's all 25 feet of water.
yeah, we were in like 23 feet when we anchored.
Yeah.
So I put out 200 feet of line, I thought, in case the wind picks up, and we've just been sitting still the whole night. So but it's nice. Last night we had a nice view out that way. Today we've had a view this way. So I imagine later tonight we'll be looking that way
This
again.
is a great spot. We
Yeah.
come here a lot.
Yeah,
And we just stood here for 3 or 4 days.
yeah.
I don't have a lot of experience. Well, this is actually the first time I've ever slept an anchor.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And
wow.
when I woke up, I thought I was in my own bed. Like and then I realized, oh, just wait, hold on, no, I'm not.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's so,
But yeah,
Well,
it was so common here.
I get tired of tying up on docks.
Yeah.
You know,
It's nice to have your view changing all the time.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
so you've never seen moonshine in person?
No.
This is it. So
No,
look
no.
at these nice cowls I just put on.
Yeah, I was just noticing those
Yeah,
actually. Those are
switch
really
those
nice.
out, and I don't know if you saw my door raid box video I just
Yeah,
did.
yeah,
So
yeah.
the thing is, I kept looking at that nice cowl I put on there, and then I had these old beat up white ones, and I just couldn't handle looking at that nice one and then the beat up
The
ones.
beat
right?
up plastic ones?
Yeah. So I said, oh, I got to switch them out for nice ones like
Yeah,
the front.
those are nice.
And then, well, do you want a quick tour?
Sure.
Yeah, it's not as much as yours, but it's. I'll take you downstairs and take a look. Similar layout, hey, just
Totally.
smaller.
Totally.
Yeah, but you can tell it's a CNC when you walk
Yeah.
on, right? And that's what I felt when I went on your boat.
Yeah,
was that
it's
a CNC without a doubt, right?
yeah,
So
yeah, exactly.
yeah,
I mean, mine's just bigger.
I know it's
It's just bigger, but it's
same feel, same kind
same
of,
feel, same
yeah.
everything.
and then the hanging lockers on the left like yours as well. And
Yeah, I see. This is what mine was. Similar
Oh,
to
okay,
this
yeah.
Before I got it.
yeah, and then you put the nice door on it,
yeah,
which
they
is
got the
nice.
Nice doors on there.
Yeah.
Yeah, and see in your view berth, the bunk is probably mine's maybe a little bit longer, but width wise and everything,
Similar.
very similar.
Yeah.
Actually, I like the idea of that shelf across the forward.
Yeah, it's good for little baskets of clothes and
Yeah.
every little bit counts and helps,
Yeah,
doesn't it?
It sure does. And you got lots of headroom. See, you got more headroom here than I do.
Oh, really?
I have to duck. Come
Oh,
up
okay.
mine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've banged my head a few times.
Oh, okay.
Not that I'm a tall guy, but
No, well, yeah, we're about the
But-
same height, I think. Yeah.
but in here,
Yeah.
you got good headroom too.
Yeah, no, it's decent in here.
Yeah.
Okay, Dum-Dum. Got him? Yep. All right. I'll get your bow here. Okay, there you go.
Okay, thanks.
Okay, yeah, we'll see you in a bit.
Yeah, see you soon.
Nice seeing ya.
Yeah, great seeing you.
Use dock at your own risk. Cool shoreline here. Here's looking out the bay. Bill. How's it going? Good. Yeah, we hiked up the trail and then we hiked back down. We talked to the caretaker for a minute. So we just arrived to Felice Bear with Bill and Liz, great hosts. And thanks for having us aboard, Bill.
You're welcome. It's a pleasure to have you.
Yeah, and you know what's the first thing I noticed was, and I mentioned it, was that last time I was on the boat we were at the dock, and now we're at anchor, and it's so much nicer.
It is.
Right into that little pocket there.
That's not too bad, yeah. That's what it's for.
I think I've lost Patrick. He's going with you the rest of the trip.
No,
So-
I'm just gonna buy you a bigger wheel. That's
Oh,
all-
okay.
That's
Oh.
all that matters.
Well, I appreciate that.
I've got
Thank you.
stuff in there. I got it erased.
Nice though, eh?
Yeah. Deerskin?
What is that? I don't know. What was that? I did that, but
Liz
I bought
did that.
this. I bought a kit.
Oh yeah.
Mm.
and-
You did that yourself?
Yeah.
Liz
Oh
did.
wow, nice.
So I'm yak with him. Then he starts talking to me something about canvas, and I'm going. I'm like a deer in the headlights.
Yeah.
And then I go, oh,
Frank's on my
I
boat.
go, is my
Oh.
Dodger on?
Yeah.
And I guess Frank was going to do work for Burns.
Oh.
So Frank wants to knock off,
Yeah.
knock off a couple of Burrards
Yeah.
at the same time, right? So
Yeah, so I hadn't been out sailing since last year, but Saturday morning when I'm, leaving my apartment with my with all my bags and everything, going, am I really gonna do this? Alfie, come on, call it off, man. Come on, man. Are we playing this game of chicken? What's going on here, right? Are we really doing this?
Yeah.
And so I jumped into a cab and, right down into Yale Town and got out of the cab, and it was just getting progressively worse I'm just like, then there's a reason why I had my sleeping gear in a garbage bag, because I knew it was the only waterproof thing.
Yeah.
And I was coming down the dock, and I could see you just getting fully geared up and getting in the. I had my civilian clothes on still.
Civilian.
Yeah, civilian, and walked down to the wharf, stood there, jumped in the boat, and just. By the time we got on to Moonshine, I just went, this is the absolute worst it's going to get. And I still feel good.
Oh, good.
I,
yeah.
Then the heavy
I
stuff
can
started
make
coming.
this.
Yeah.
I can make through this. I've gone through much worse.
Yeah.
It's just a little bit of rain. Suck it up, princess. You can do this.
With that all said, he said if you didn't have an enclosure, I was going to cancel.
If there was no enclosure, I was out. That's the one stipulation. Or I'd just stay downstairs and be like, cup of tea.
Enclosure.
Yeah.
There you go.
Well, we're back to my boat after an awesome visit with Bill and Liz aboard Felice Bear. And tomorrow we are going to be moving and following Bill and Liz up to Eakins Point. And we'll see what we have to show you there. So that's it for today.